Alrighty, round two. We're here and we're not soupy. All right, that's what I want to see. All right.
Second chance.
That's right. Well, hello everybody. We are here with HammerheadLabs, aka Hammy, aka the Goat. How are you?
I am good.
All right, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so let's what do we got here? Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, this is Resident Evil 2. It's Leon A standard. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Just go ahead and getting into the run. If we're ready on time, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. First thing we're gonna see is the scariest part of the game. We're gonna see this burger.
Look, man, I'm serious.
It's alright.
It's so gross.
So, some of you may be confused about the category name. Oh, also, we didn't costume. What was the costume?
That's a great question. The costume that won. Okay. No. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Sheriff.
Sheriff? All right.
Hey.
All right. So the category is Leon A standard, and you may be asking yourself, like, why is it not like any percent or like 100% or something? And that's because there's four different routes or four different like scenarios in this game.
I'll be back for you.
There's Leon A, Leon B, Claire A, and Claire B. And like Leon A and Claire B intertwine, and then Claire A and Leon B also intertwine. Also, say hi to Frank, everyone.
Hi, Frank.
We're just gonna shoot Frank there to stun him and just run past him.
Oh, Frank.
And then we're running on the standard difficulty, and then we're running at 120 FPS, which is the limit for this category. I'll go into that a little bit later about why it's limited to 120 FPS and why we want to run at 120 FPS rather than the game just looking good. Also, there's Claire. Don't get used to her. We won't see her again. So there's a few different like movement techniques that we use in this game. The first one that I want to go over is stair skating. Stair skating is just a quick way of going like up and down stairs. Usually when going up and down stairs, Leon will go into his animation and it's really slow of just like walking downstairs. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to show you right here, is I'm just going to click the right mouse button and he's going to be put into this animation of aiming and unaiming, and it's actually a lot quicker than just walking up the stairs.
There it is. The station.
And then another thing about this game is that there's a lot of RNG in where the zombies are. So like this guy up here, he can do a couple of different things, but we're just gonna run to the left. He should miss us, and we're gonna run to the left of this zombie. He is not an issue. And then we're gonna be entering the RPD, the Raccoon City Police Department. I'm gonna come right over here, pull this lever, and we're gonna go under this door right here because it's stuck. Even though it says keep out, Leon cannot read.
So can't stop me. I can't read.
Another thing I do, I bind my interact to Q and E. So like when I go up to like these types of like filing cabinets and stuff, I can hold Q and mash E, and it'll have the Q input held, and the E will interact with it, rather than like having to like mash one button for it. Something else I'm going to do right here is I'm going to pause the game. There's a zombie on the other side of the door. He's going to like try to push the door open, and it takes a little while, but if you pause the game, he comes in a lot sooner. And this game is on in-game time, and when I pause, the timer stops.
They're everywhere.
So it's a lot quicker to do that. We're gonna meet Marvin here, and he's gonna give us the knife.
Does anyone know what started this?
So there's Marvin. He got bit, but he's gonna give us a knife. The knife is gonna be our best friend throughout the run, and we'll see in a little bit. Another movement tech that you may have seen me use already is quick turning. Quick turning is a way of making real quick 90-degree turns, in case you didn't get that from the name. And all it is me aiming, hitting the direction I want to go, letting go of forward, and then just hitting W again, and it makes me be able to take these corners real tight. And I'm going to squeeze that close to that wall there, because there's a zombie hanging, and if I don't squeeze close to the wall, he'll fall, and then Leon will like stumble a little bit, and it wastes like like a second or so. So I'm gonna run over here. We're gonna say hi to Donuts. He's trying to get into the vending machine over here. And then we're gonna come over here to these stairs, and we're gonna use both quick turning and stair skating to get up these stairs. And we're gonna go up to the 3rd floor here. We're gonna say hi to Marks. Get by him. And you'll notice that I really only use the pistol to stun enemies. I don't really kill any zombies in this run. So I picked up the spade key. The spade key is for certain doors, and you'll notice that it went to the far right of the inventory. And I used the spade key a few times, and putting it to the far right. So the thing about the inventory in this game is that it'll stay highlighted if it's the last thing the mouse hovered over. So we're gonna take the elevator down real quick right here.
I'll be right there.
We're gonna see where Eleanor is. She's right there. She's facing away. She actually almost got me. So what I'm gonna do is just swing my mouse over, and it'll stay highlighted on the key. So this is the first of 3 medallion puzzles here. The answer is always going to be the same. And the thing about the medallion puzzles that's super annoying is the starting positions. So the answer is going to be the same every single time, but the starting positions are RNG. So you have to get used to the different like patterns and stuff that show up. And there's 6 different images on each dial, so there's a lot of different combinations. So we're gonna see there the helicopter crashes, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of inventory management here. The inventory is very important because I don't use the item box in this game. And you'll see for certain key items, if I use it in every instance that it can be used, it'll have a little red check mark next to it. And that means I could safely discard it. But for some key items, if I don't use it, so like for instance, the spade key that I picked up, there are a couple doors that I don't use it on because we don't need to, and I can't discard it, so it's gonna stay in my inventory the entire game, and I can't get rid of it. So I have to take that into account. Another zombie there. He's harmless. We picked up the fuse, and we're gonna put it back here. And it's gonna open this door. Take a look over there. Those zombies ran around earlier. And then we're gonna run back through the same hallway we ran through at the beginning.
I remember this game being scarier, and
It is
relieved.
Yeah, it's a lot scarier the first time you play it. But now there's gonna be zombies in this area. We're gonna hug this wall again. And then we're gonna take this guy a little wide. And then there's a zombie here. His name is Bagels. He's RNG where he is. He could sometimes appear in the hallway. I've had him just right around the corner, and he's bitten me before, so it's a little annoying. To come through here, I'm going to discard our bolt cutters because we don't need them anymore, and then pick up the detonator and this flashbang. Now, we're going to maybe see Donuts. Ooh, Yeah, sometimes he's there, sometimes he isn't. If he's like looking at you, you have to shoot him to stun him, to run past him, or he will bite you. We're gonna run right past Karen, and then we're gonna head into the showers here. So items like the valve, because we only use it once, it stays there and it will clear from the inventory, thankfully. Now we're gonna see our first licker. His name is Randy, after Randy Orton.
What's a licker again?
Lickers, they're probably the scariest enemy in the game. They are blind and they have these very long tongues, but they can hear you. They can hear you. Oh. I'm gonna dodge him there. All right, here's the second medallion puzzle. The funny thing about the lickers is that they're very influenced by your camera. So if you're looking at them, they become like less aggro towards you. All right, and then we're gonna climb up this ladder. We're gonna head in this room to get our last medallion that we need to get into the secret room. So we're gonna, the detonator that we got earlier, we're gonna put it on the C4. It doesn't seem safe to blow it up in the station, and I'm gonna walk out this door and walk back in, because that bookcase right there will fall when this explodes if I don't do that. And I'll have to lift it up like the filing cabinet. This way, come in there. So this last medallion, and then we're gonna head to the secret room. There's a licker that's gonna be popping down from the ceiling right here, and to get by him, we just look up, and he misses, and we leave. And then we're gonna head back down this ladder. A little RNG on these guys. We're gonna use the iframes from the ladder to get past them, and we're gonna leave the library. Another pretty good RPD one. So we're gonna head down here to the secret room. We're gonna put all the medallions in, and I'm doing like all of this like inventory stuff just on like muscle memory, so it's very important that I keep the muscle memory or I keep the inventory consistent throughout all my runs. So we're gonna head down. If you notice in the top left, I am running at 120 FPS, which is the name of the category, which is the limit for this category, because the knight is completely broken on 120 FPS. The way it works is that each slash that you do, the higher FPS, the more points of contact it'll make. So it just does like massive damage at really high FPS, and we limit it to 120 FPS because like you don't want to make it pay to win, to have like, you know, people beef your computers to get an advantage. So this is gonna be the first boss fight that we do. This is G1. He's usually not much of an issue, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the left of him, start swiping him across the chest, and you could hear that he does like, there's like these crunchy sounds when I get good knife hits on him. I'm gonna keep swiping, and he's done.
Why does his arm have a tree in it?
Yeah. The one thing about, like, you know, there seem to be a lot of games that have like the weak spot on the enemies be like these giant eyes. It's very common in Resident Evil, very common in like Zelda games.
Yes.
Just
Every time I say that, people go, well, wouldn't you hit it if you got hit in the eye? I'm like, well, yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here.
But yeah, so that's G1. We're gonna head over to the parking garage, which, according to the book that we got at the beginning of the game, is the way out. I'm going to grab something that I don't normally grab in runs, and it is this extra pouch. And that's just because I'm going to throw some healing in there, just for the sake of the marathon, because you don't want to die, believe it or not. So we're gonna head over to, we're gonna head over to this little meter here. We don't have the key card, and then we get introduced to Ada, and she doesn't tell us anything. She's gonna walk into this room and disappear. We just have to wait for this door to activate for us to go in. And basically, what's happening here is we're in the little prison area of the police station. And there's zombies in all the rooms, and then there's this guy. He has the key card to get out, but he won't give it to us. So he decides in the cutscene to take a little nap there. Definitely napping. So we need to open the gate to go in and get the key card from him. So there's a little note next to where I picked up that crank that says to open the prison cell, we need to get the 2 electronic pieces to activate the locks. One of them is in the kennels, which is where we're going to right now, and one of them's in the clock tower, which we'll go in a little bit. So we're gonna go through the kennels. The way through here the first time isn't too bad. See, all the dogs are locked up. They're gonna stay locked up, of course. We're gonna head over here and then use the crank that we got. And there's another door on the other side to the left that is locked until we turn on the power, and that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna grab the electronic part right here. So that's one. We're halfway there. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna turn the power on. This is supposed to be a puzzle to where you adjust all the switches so they both end up in the red. It's consistent every time. Now I want to make sure I turn around real quick here because there's a dog that's going to be coming over here and he's going to whiff. If I'm any slower, he will bite me. Then run through here. And I really want to take like tight lines here because the dogs are a bit RNG. There's some consistency. There's a little bit RNG, so they could bite. There's a line I'm going to take right here, so I'm going to head towards this wall and then turn here, and he's going to whip to the left. And I'm going to run over here.
Do we have a donation incentive to pet the doggy?
Unfortunately, we do not. They might pet me later. Very hard.
I see.
Yeah, so we're heading up to one of my least favorite parts of the RPG where I reset a lot in. And what we're going to do is the zombies, they will get distracted by your gunshots. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to bait these 2 zombies. And then I'm going to try to run past them. Floor here. Run past, put in this, and while that gate is opening, the knife that we used on G1, it has durability, and it was almost gone, so we're just going to get rid of that knife. Leaves up an inventory slot. We're going to get bit by Elliot here. Elliot he's going to bite me twice, and I'm going to get... Yeah, so zombies, they like to tag team you. We're going to run past, and this guy's in the room.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, that is bad. That is very not fun. So I'm gonna grab this healing here. I'm gonna go ahead and just use it now. I would usually save that, so Leon's speed, if I'm in the green or the yellow, which you can see at the top left, his speed is at max, but if I'm in the red, if I'm in the red, he will move slower. So I want to be in either the green or yellow just for speed's sake. And then I want to be like as high health as possible just for the sake of not dying. I'm going to run into this room. I'm going to grab the large gear. We need this for the clock tower. And then we're going to come through here. We're going to open up this locker, but we're not going to grab what's in it, but we are going to open this and grab this flashbang. Head down this ladder. This ladder is going to break on us, so we can't come back up this way. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to say hi. Actually, just for safety, I'm going to come grab one of these herbs, because there is a red herb coming up. But we're going to say hi to these 2 zombies. This is Misty and Brock. So I'm going to pull this lever, and it's going to change the water flow up top, and we're going to flash these 2. I'm just going to run right past them. There is movement that you can do to get past them quicker. The flashbang is a lot more consistent because they say flash throughout the entire time. gonna
You're a terrible friend, Clock. I'm just saying that.
we're gonna come over here. We're gonna get rid of the crank, and we're gonna pull this lever to put the fire out on the helicopter. I'm gonna grab this red herb. The red and green herb gives you a full heal, so I'm gonna save that. There's our friend, Mr. X.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then we're just gonna run right past him. If my movement is good enough here, we won't see him again for the RPD. But we'll see. So I'm gonna run all the way across the police station, and that clover key is gonna unlock a door for us to get us the jack for the library. So we're gonna go back into the library again. Let me grab. I'm gonna grab this herb just as I'm running past. As I go back in this hallway, there's gonna be a licker. He's gonna jump to the ceiling. I'm just gonna shoot him, and then he won't be a problem for us anymore. So I'm gonna use a clover key, and I want to get in and out of this room as quickly as possible because there's a zombie that's starting to stand up, and I want to get out of this room before the animation finishes. And there we go, we got past him. And now we're gonna see if we're gonna see Mr. X again. Oh yeah, I can hear him. And we're gonna hit. Alright, it's gonna heal.
Why does he look like that?
Yeah, he's honestly, like, playing this game casually, one of the scariest parts of this game. Alright, so I'm gonna do another bait here. Shoot outside the store, and all the zombies are gonna start walking towards that gunshot, and it should give us enough time to move these bookcases over. Quick check. Oh, he's coming towards us. He's coming towards us. Oh, yeah, he bit us. That's all right. We're just gonna keep going. And then we're gonna head over to the clock tower. So yeah, this part of the library is broken, so moving the bookcases allowed us. Now this is a zombie coming up. He's hiding behind this pillar. And because this game just works, if you shoot him in the head, he won't be there when you come back out of the clock tower area. I think I heard that he like moves down a floor. I don't know how.
We got shot. I'm sure he's like, I'm out of here. And I'm leaving.
Did I forget the gear?
Cool at all.
I did forget the gear. You don't want to forget this gear. You need this gear for up top. Pretty much every runner of this game forgets that gear at some point, because most stuff you just like use and it either goes back into your inventory or you don't need it again. And we're gonna put the large gear there, and then we're gonna put the small gear, and then it's gonna ring the clock tower, and then it's gonna cause, you can see the electronic part up there, the other one that we need.
We need to do all this to open a door for a key card?
Yep.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Some Lord of the Rings shit.
Please pick up the thing, and we'll walk out here, and he's gone. And Mr. X is actually like right behind us. Just for safety, I'm gonna shoot this guy because he can be a pain. And then we're gonna come back in here. We're gonna go back to the storage room where we picked up the big gear. And then we're gonna get past this zombie. We just gotta hold. Okay, not just hold left. I got caught a little bit, so I think that's why. Come through here. We're gonna grab these bullets from that locker that we opened up earlier. And then we're gonna head back to the garage. And then we're gonna go back through that one hallway that I got destroyed in last time. We have to go run back through that, which is gonna be super fun. We'll see when I come through here. Oh, they're all here.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to keep running. Hopefully that guy to grab us. All right. Oh, and there's Elliot. And Is Ellie gonna kill us? Ellie's gonna kill us. That is,
right. Round 2 Electric Boogaloo. You know, sometimes we got little tech issues, but we're going to come right back and get it fixed. Ready for you.
Tech
Thank
issues
you so much for
and
hanging out.
Tech issues and skill issues.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So let's go and get back started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you may have noticed I'm back in the clock tower. I got pretty bad RNG in the green room. Or in Green Hall. So I actually died. So we're gonna head back over there. Hopefully take less bites on the way. Alright, so I avoided that guy at that time. We got the bullets. And then we're gonna head back to the Green Hall. Little quick turns. You can hear Mr. X. Like, he has very pronounced footsteps. All right. I'm going to be a little more careful running through here this time. And they're all right here. All right. Whew. All right. Elliot's way off to the right. He shouldn't grab me. Okay. Cool. All right. We're through. And I should have 6 bullets. All right. 6 bullets is fine.
You did it.
Yeah. We're gonna run back through the dogs here. The dogs can be a little RNG, whether they bite you or not. There is a line that I'm gonna take through the actual garage right here. Right after I pass this white car, I'm just gonna hold A and S, run this line, and then quick turn around this pillar, and hopefully the dogs don't get me. And we're through. All right, so now we have the electronic parts and we can open the jail cell. And this is honestly, like, if this goes well, it's like one of the most satisfying parts of the run. Just a little quick section right here. Got to open the boxes, put them in. Oh, went too far. Oh, there we go. All right, we're fine. little sloppy, but all right, we got there. We're gonna pick up this first aid here, just for safety. We're gonna grab the key card and we're gonna start heading out. And then all these doors are gonna open, releasing a whole bunch of zombies. So I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna take this flash. I'm gonna throw it down. This guy's gonna grab me, and it should have, yeah, flashed Mr. X. He shows up. And then we're gonna head out. And then there's a little cutscene there. Ada hits Mr. X with the truck. And now we can leave RPD. So I was fixing some issues with this game I was having earlier, some little stuttering issues, and I ended up fixing it. But as like a side effect, Ada's dress is starting to mess up. So you might see a little bit of like weird textures with Ada's dress coming up. So yeah, we're just gonna run over here. We're gonna head over to the gun shop, and I'm gonna take this line specifically because Ada's gonna start running.
Well,
and she should
what
pass.
exactly are you looking for?
Where's she at?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
There, you can hear her. She's gonna tell us the road's out in case you didn't know. And we're gonna head through here. If there are any donations, I'm just gonna be running to the sewers. So any donations or anything you want to say?
Sorry, I've been enjoying this run so much. I'm eating chips and salsa.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me pull up here.
What a mess.
We haven't gotten any more donations, unfortunately. Share? Hey, listen, come over here. I'll get you some. I got a whole plate.
Part of the Umbrella Corporation?
But
We're a pharmaceutical
don't
company
forget,
secretly making
by the
violence.
end of this run, if we can raise $250, we can get a bonus Pokemon
That
Snap
explains
run.
the horrible things I've seen.
So if you want to see that, you know, you got to help us reach it. But that's up to y'all. That's up to y'all.
Based on what you've said,
Yeah, so this section is just running to the stores. Ada gives us a little like exposition of the game,
Gee,
how there's the
thanks.
Umbrella, the pharmaceutical
Can't imagine
company
a
that
real
released this
scientist going
virus
down
that they wanted to make as a bioweapon, and it
Come
pretty
on.
much created zombies.
Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
So that's one thing I like about like the pacing of this game is that like whenever there's something that happens, like a big thing that happens, a stressful moment, it's usually followed by a pretty chill moment.
What the
So
hell?
as you can see there's a little gator there. So obviously we're just gonna follow it down this this subway, I think. And actually, Ada's gonna help us out in more ways than you think in this next section when we're getting chased by the gator. It's a little event here, and if you're playing this on keyboard,
chance.
all you got to do is just dodge the gator. You automatically run, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna hold A, and it's gonna take a little chomp, and then we're gonna hold D.
Holy
And
shit!
it's gonna do 2 chomps. Make sure you wait till after the second chomp to go back, and then you can hold A. And CC, if you want to help me, what's that spell?
What are we doing?
Never mind. Well, it spells Ada.
Oh,
And we're gonna.
I thought you said smell, and I was
Oh.
like, what? What was the sewer? I'm glad I can't smell
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, the gator now taking a nap. He's
Chew
fine.
on that.
And then you
You're
saw I
a
picked up a
son of a
grenade,
bitch.
and that went into a very specific slot in my inventory. I'm gonna use it for the second boss fight.
Nice.
And where that grenade is where the wristband is gonna go later on in the run. Also, yeah, there's
What the
Ada's
hell
dress
Just get up
completely
here.
bugging out.
Oh, you were not kidding.
Yeah.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Yeah. So
Fair point. I'm just
we're gonna come over to the elevator. We're gonna go down. And then this next section, we're gonna be doing the Ada section. We're gonna play as Ada for a few minutes. And basically, what happens in the cutscene I'm about to skip is we find Annette, who's one of the people behind the whole thing, and
So let me get this straight.
she starts shooting at us. Leon jumps in the way to save Ada from a bullet, and he
Our
gets shot.
military? Somebody else's?
So Ada
Don't sell
leaves
the
him
monsters. They
there
sell
to
the
recover,
viruses that make them.
and
And Annette is who makes the
goes to
viruses.
find Annette.
Scary as
So
that
that's what we're gonna
elevator
do.
was. Annette is far more dangerous.
Just run through here, and then that's what's gonna happen in this cutscene. So when we play as Ada,
You can
we're gonna
run,
get
Annette.
this
you can't.
device called an EMF device that allows us to control
Secret
these
weapon time.
little like circuit boxes and stuff, and fans and any like electronic stuff. A couple interesting things about it is that if you mash click, the wheel goes faster. And they have like some sort of like momentum to it. So as you're doing it, you'll see me like not finish the circle before I start leaving, and that's because the wheel will keep going even after I stop for a little bit. So with the quick wheels, I'll go to about like 75% of the way and then leave, and then the larger wheels or the longer wheels will be, I'll take it to about like 90%. And I can leave. It's gonna shoot this guy. If I had a good RPD, I probably would have gone to try to get past him. Just because if I take a bite from him, it's not the end of the world because Ada and Leon have separate like health pools. So if I get like damaged, and he's like the only real threat in this area, so if I take damage as Ada, it won't transfer over to Leon. So.
Got you, Annette.
And one thing that I haven't mentioned yet, part of this game, is something called DA, which is the difficulty adjustment, which basically is if you do good at the game will get harder. And
Persistent bastard, aren't
oh,
you?
by the way, there's Mr. X again. He's coming for us, but he walks kind of slow, so we can get by him. So if you're doing good at the game, game gets harder. If you're like take bites, you die, stuff like that, the game gets easier. And you can see in the top left, I have, it's called the SRT, which is the speedrun tool for this game, and it displays the DA level I'm on. Right now I'm at 4, which is actually low because of all the damage I took in RPD. But we do want to manipulate it a little bit, just to put the game in our favor. So stuff like missing shots lowers DA. So what I'm gonna do, because this is the last part I do as Ada, I'm just gonna get rid of all my bullets and it's gonna lower my DA.
Never get your filthy hands on the G.
And it affects, like enemy behavior, the amount of damage enemies do to you, your your knife durability, a whole bunch of stuff. So I want to keep it as low as possible, but I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time lowering it, or else the run gets slow. So this is a little puzzle section just to get out of the incinerator. And then we're gonna head out, and that's pretty much the end of the Ada section. A little bit of a bright light warning coming up, so just be aware of that.
Not gonna happen.
So what happens in this cutscene is Annette sabotages Ada. Ooh, there it is. And Ada falls into the little trash area and gets injured. So now we're back as Leon.
Ada?
And we're gonna go look for Ada. And so this is the sewer section of the run. Most of the sewers is pretty chill. It's mainly towards the end where it gets a little dicey. One thing I'm doing here is I'm just using my scroll wheel to pull up this little UI bit with my weapons. And because I only have a pistol, I'm not going to change weapons. But I'm just using it to line up my lines here, so I take the straightest lines. So we're going to come up here. We're going to see a couple zombies. The first one we're going to run by, his name is Nick Cage. He's harmless. You have a 99.99% chance that he won't do anything to you. He'll just turn around. This guy you do have to shoot, no matter what, or else he will bite you. We're going to pick up this knife. It's going to go to the bottom of the inventory. So. Yeah, as far as I know, I think one of my buddies, Deshane, who also runs this game, had it so where Nick Cage was facing and got bit. These are the G mutants. These are big baddies that are introduced in the sewers. Have a lot of health, but their one weakness is they get caught in this animation and you can just run right past them. So.
What the hell?
So we're gonna be doing that a few times. To the big G mutants. They're
Cable car.
Big, scary guys. If they grab you, they'll poison you. And what getting poisoned does to you is you'll move in a very slow state, and every once in a while, Leon will cough to try to get rid of the poison and slow you down even more. I'm gonna grab some bullets here because I have to wait for that bridge. Anyway, so over here, and it really doesn't lose any time because we would have had to wait for the bridge anyway. Contrary to popular belief, as I've seen in some YouTube videos, poison actually doesn't lower your health. I'm gonna grab this red herb for safety.
Not your health? Okay.
Yeah, it won't lower your health, but it does slow you down.
Interesting.
Yeah, if I get poisoned, you'll notice. So that that green bar in the top left is my health bar. So this is Pretzels here. He's facing away from me, so I can just run right past him. I'm gonna pull this lever here, and then I'm gonna shoot the leg off this guy, so he won't be a bother when I come back through this area. There's gonna be another G mutant here. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna hang left. He's gonna crawl out of that tunnel, and then he. Oh! Welcome back, CJ.
Ah.
But yeah, When I come back, I'm gonna ride this elevator up. We're gonna grab the rook piece. When I come back, he'll be RNG whether he is down below the water or above the water. And it doesn't make too much of a difference. We'll just need to react a little bit differently. I'm grabbing that case there, that hip pouch. I'm gonna do a little inventory management because I usually don't have those extra spots. I want to make sure I run back quickly to avoid that guy. And I grabbed the rook piece. So all these chess pieces are for puzzle right before I leave the sewers. So this guy, he's above the water. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot him, and then he'll sink below the water. So, oh, he stunned me. Please run. Okay. And now Pretzel's here. He's in the water. So this is good RNG here. So I'm gonna be coming back through this area one more time, and if Pretzels is in the water, he won't be on those stairs to the right on the way up. But if he's if he's like crawling out of the water, he'll most likely be on those stairs. So this is one of my least favorite parts of the sewers here. There's gonna be a bunch of these G mutants here, and I'm gonna try to get a few shots in to kind of manipulate their behavior, so I could run past them.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
come over here. We're gonna drop down here, and this first one's just hiding in the water. We're gonna shoot him, and we want to make sure we're not too close, or else he will stun you. The second guy, we're gonna shoot him, and he's gonna fall face first into the water. The third one is gonna pop out here to the right. Stay left, and he won't be a bother. And that's that first section done, and we're out of here.
I hate it.
This area here is where we get the king and the queen pieces. It's a little puzzle room. So we need to, the king and the queen pieces open and close these doors. And we need to use them to open the doors to get out, but we need to make sure we have them when we leave the area. There's a zombie there. He falls. But we're gonna grab the queen piece here, and he's just gonna get locked in this room, and he won't be a bother. In hardcore mode, there is another zombie that we have to manage. I'm gonna grab all these pieces, and once I grab this king piece here, and we can leave. All right, so this next part is pure RNG, where these G mutants are on the way back. So I'm going to be running through that water again. So hopefully I could hear them. Hopefully they give me just a wide open spot to run. Yeah, that's perfect RNG. So there's like two mutants there that can be a pain, and you have to like either dodge them or shoot them or wait for like a certain animation to run past. But they were out of the way completely, so that's perfectly fine. There's another one that's going to pop out of the water here, but we're going to get around him by coming up here. And then we're gonna wait for him. We're gonna listen for him, and then just get down, and we're through him.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
We do.
We had $20 from Wayne Kerr. So thank you, Wayne.
Thank you. All right. So now we see Pretzels. Yeah, he's over there to the left. So he's not on the stairs here coming up. So we're actually gonna go, and we're gonna fight G2. First, to get to G2, we need to put all the chess pieces in the right spot. In this area, this door has this weird lock that is controlled by these chess pieces that we picked up. Everything has like a certain spot. There's like a riddle on the table that like tells us where things should go, and we have to solve it and put them all in the right spot. Some of them you can see, like this night one tells you, but the other ones you have to figure out from the riddle. And now we're gonna go face G2.
Almost there, Ada.
I'm actually gonna pick up this blue herb to get the gamer RGB herb. Just in case. So now I'm gonna use that grenade I picked up earlier. So once I do this, it's another power minigame. I'm gonna throw the grenade. G2 is gonna pop down from the ceiling. See here. And what that does is that he'll immediately come over to this door and start breaking down the door. If I don't do that, he'll start like having this cycle to where he like claws around the ceiling. And it wastes like about 20 seconds.
It's still alive?
So with that grenade throw, like, we just caused him to go right behind the door and he breaks it down early. So this is a second boss fight. You'll see there's a crane here with this little shipping container. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the shipping container. We need to get G2 down to under 50% health and then have the shipping container come back and whack him. Oop. And he whacked me. But we're going to use the knife again. And we're just gonna watch the health. I'm gonna break this knife here. Got him under 50% health. We're gonna run over here because we're gonna bait him. He's gonna do this little animation, and then we just run past him, and he should miss us. And then here comes the crane, and say bye to G2. Alright, I'm gonna pick up a few things here. Grab this flashbang, grab this knife, that didn't not supposed to go there. There.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
Yeah, and then that's the second boss fight. That fight is actually a real pain sometimes. Because it's pretty tight on the timing to do the damage that you need to do. So I'm actually going to grab this and just heal real quick to get me up to full health before the labs.
Cable Carl, take us down to Nest. Their wristbands are
And honestly, like, my DA is a little bit lower. I would have liked it to be in 6, just for consistency's sake. But because of the RPD, I'm in 5. But that's pretty much it for the sewers. We're going to head down to the labs, which is probably one of the most stressful parts of the game. We're gonna head down here. We're gonna try to get in front of Ada. Perfect. That saves like 2 seconds. We're gonna waste all of our bullets, or most of our bullets here. We're gonna want to keep 15 bullets, which is coincidentally enough the amount that I pick up. A couple of them, and then I'm gonna want to clear that first inventory spot for when I pick up the little pesticide thing in a bit. Alright, so this part is just kind of me running through the labs. If there's anything you want to plug or anything while I do this.
Well, as everyone knows, we are raising money for Save the Children. It's a great charity organization we've worked with many times. We're currently at $1,125. You know, anything we can get at this point, you know? If you have an idea for something you think would be funny, I'm open to it. I'll say basically anything for a penny. So, so think about what a whole dollar will get you, huh? Huh? Yeah. You've never heard someone so eager to debase themselves on their own broadcast. So, you need more time, or?
No, that's perfectly fine. So we picked up another knife. Yeah, we picked up another knife in the kitchen. That guy's kind of a pain, so we just got to shoot him to get by him. And then I'm gonna just be wasting the last couple bullets I have in my reserves, because I'm just gonna clear that first inventory spot for me.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently
Wonder where the G virus is.
All right, come over here, and then just while this bridge is pulling out, I'm just gonna shoot 2 bullets, quick little stair skate, and then I'll reload as I'm running across. We're gonna get introduced to the IVs right here, which are another fairly scary enemy in this game, not only for their appearance, but also what happens if you get grabbed by them. because if you don't, so like knives, flashbangs, and grenades are all considered defensive items, but because I grab like a specific amount, pretty much the amount that I need for the run, I can't really use them as defensive items because I'll lose them. So with IVs, if you get grabbed by them and you don't use a defensive item, they kill you no matter what your health is at. So we're gonna run past our first one here. He's harmless because he's just getting up right now. He's waking up from his nap. We're gonna grab this flashbang, and then we're gonna put in a code here to open up a couple doors. I forgot where you get the first code from. The code I just put in now, you get from like the bottom of a trophy in the lab liquor area, which is probably my least favorite part of the game, is the lab liquors, which are going to be coming up right now. But because you know the code, it's the same code every time. Don't need to worry about it. All right. So now we're gonna come over here. We got the dispersal cartridge. Now we need to put in the herbicide in the vial, and then we're gonna need to chill it. So this is a puzzle that you have to do. You need to fill up one of the vials up to that red line, but it's a consistent code. You just go red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, and it fills up, and you're fine. Just gotta wait for the vial to come down, and then we're gonna head into the lab liquor section, which has killed many of my runs. So we're gonna come over here. There's gonna be an Ivy right here, and what we're just gonna do, we're gonna shoot that little orange blob on his knee, and it'll stun him. And then we're gonna come down here, and I want to make sure I have my flashbang equipped. Because we're going to use them for the multiple times we run through this room. So this liquor, he's going to pop down from the ceiling. He's harmless. Look up, run past, and you're fine. Because their attack patterns are also like affected by which way the camera is going.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Sure.
We have $10 from Anonymous. Snap. Snap.
Snap.
Snap. So thank you, Anonymous.
Yeah, get those donations in.
We could be watching a snap run. Well, it says we have 1 minute, but I don't know how much time we have left in the run.
We probably have a good, like, a little more than 10 minutes left.
Okay, so you still have some time. I'll put a little bit extra target here so it doesn't time out on y'all. But yeah, get those donations in if you want to see Pokemon Snap. If you want to see a bonus run, we are let's call it $180 a day. We can do it.
All right, so yeah, that was the first part of the lab liquor section. If you make like any mistakes or there's zombies in the way, you're just kind of screwed, and you're probably gonna take damage. I got lucky there that there was no zombies.
Who left the freezer open?
And the liquors did kind of exactly what I wanted them to do. So we're cooling the herbicide here,
Cooling complete.
and we're gonna have to run back through that room again. But it makes the flashbangs very useful for this section. So hopefully... Okay, that guy is stunned. Sometimes the zombies, if they're in this hallway, they don't get stunned also. I got really lucky there. And they will bite you. We'll see here. Alright, there is one Ivy in the way. I'm going to stun him. Get out of the way of this guy. And we're going to put the herbicide in. And what this herbicide is doing, just for the sake of story, is that there was a guy that was pinned up against the wall who has the ID badge that we need to grab to get to the next area.
Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution.
Run over here.
Your actions have been logged.
and just grab the last pass and put it onto our wristband. We're gonna run over here, real quick turn to avoid that ivy. And then we're gonna run through that room with the ivy from earlier, and now this time it's gonna be 2 of them, and we have to figure out what we're gonna do here just based on where they are. Okay, pretty nice. All right, and now we're on our way to fight G3, which is the most difficult boss fight to do well. So G3 is gonna have 3 eyes on him, one like on his hip, one on his shoulder, and one on his back. And what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get like specific movements out of him, and try to knife all 3 eyes.
Hopefully the G sample's up here.
And then he'll go into like a stun animation, and then we're just gonna go to town on him with a knife. If something messes up, there are like backup strats I can do, so it's not the end of the world, but I'd really like to get a fast G3 here.
I believe in you, Hammy.
I believe in you as well.
Just wanted to let you know I did finish eating that big plate of chips and salsa.
Ooh, do you have that problem to where you get the chips and salsa and then you like run out of one of them, so you get more of them, and then you like
I had to
run
eat
out of
a
the
very
other.
large plate because I poured too much, and then I had too much salsa left over, and then I poured more chips, and then I'm like, I got a little more. I can go for a little more.
Yeah. All right. So we're grabbing the G-Virus sample here. I think it's a G-Virus sample. I don't remember. I haven't watched the cutscenes in a long time.
Unauthorized removal of a level.
But
I
you
love
can
the idea that you played this game so much you just forgot what the game was.
yeah, I skip all the cutscenes. I don't need them.
I hear you.
All right. So here's G3. He's big and scary. Try to get there. 2, 3. Gonna run back. Perfect.
Oh my god.
Don't look at my Steam.
Honey Pop.
Oh, all right.
Who would draw this?
All right.
They used to draw Pokemon. This is awful.
All right. I'm gonna try to bait him so I can get his back eye. Nope. All right. I need to go grab a couple bullets so I can just shoot the back eye just to get this, please, out of the way. I'm gonna grab these. Try to get behind him. All right. And now, I'm gonna go to town on him with the knife. I just need to make sure I don't stand too far forward. Otherwise, I'll hit the eyes on his chest that pop out, and it'll get him up early. But it looks like we're in a good spot. One thing you'll see me doing is when I switch knife, I want to switch before they break. But if I switch them, Leon will do a little animation. Also, sorry, frames are gonna die on stream for that section. That's common. But if I unequip or equip the gun, he'll skip an animation of pulling out a new knife, and I'll just be able to keep going.
Central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
All right, so now we're in the like final section of the game. This is the lab is going under like a self-destruct sequence. I'm gonna go down this elevator. Probably the last chance for like any donation reads or any incentive reads, anything before the last final gauntlet.
Well, we don't have anything at the moment, so I think everyone's locked in. If you guys want us to do Snap, you have 8 minutes.
Oh shoot, I want to get rid of a bunch of my bullets.
One at a time.
Yeah. All right, I'm I'm gonna forego getting this first aid spray, but I'm gonna make sure I grab this knife up here just in case.
To evacuate.
I usually don't need it, but just in case I need to like save myself from one of the IVs coming up, I'm gonna try to manipulate these IVs up here by just shooting and making them go towards where the bullet hits. There's one in the corner over here. I think I shot him, so it may not work. Okay, no, he's facing the corner, so he's not gonna be a bother to us. I'm gonna try to run behind this guy. All right, cool. We got through the IVs. Now Mr. X is gonna make an appearance here, and we're gonna try to do like a similar dodge what we did the first time we saw him. We're gonna come here, gonna wait for him. Nope. Oh. All right, he didn't do the lunge at me, so. But yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, just took a big old punch to the face.
Fucking Android 16 joined the party.
8. Until detonation.
All right, and then
Don't
we're
you hate
gonna.
when you're trying to leave a burning building and there's an explosion in front of you?
Yeah. So we got the plug. We're gonna put it in here, and then we're gonna do one final showdown with Mr. X. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the knife, and I'm gonna try to get him to stagger 3 times. So there's 2, and 3, and then we're just gonna dance with him. All I'm gonna do is like put my head in his armpit right up here, and then once he starts doing his attack, just run forward, and then he'll miss.
What is it with this thing?
So we just gotta do this for probably about like a minute or so. Yeah, everyone get your dance emotes in. But yeah, you can see on the left side, his health is like 9 billion. So you cannot kill him with any of your weapons in this section. So you just have to wait this out. Should be ending just about soon. Ada is gonna make a little appearance here. She's gonna give us a rocket launcher.
Where did this come from?
And then we're gonna shoot him. And there goes Mr. X.
Bye, Mr. X.
All right, and then time is gonna be once the cutscene triggers up here. There's a few zombies there. We're gonna shoot above them with the rocket launcher, and time's gonna be in 3, 2, 1, and time.
GG.
Shit! Gotta get out of here.
I guess he's got
All
a
right.
train to catch.
Yeah. So we'll see my final like in-game time here. 58:09. That's not too bad. And that's with the death too.
What's your PB?
My PB is a 55:47 that I got earlier today. That I didn't record because I was just testing things out.
It's always like that.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. Just want to give a quick shout out to the Speed Docs guys. Always pleasure running for them, doing stuff with them, being tech, being host, everything. Super nice. CJ always DMs me like before an event, like, hey, you want to help out? So, but yeah, shout out to like the RE2 community. RE2 community is pretty cool, especially like my friend Mar, who got me into these games. Deshane, Frit have helped me out immensely with stuff in this game. But yeah, it's pretty great. There is a Discord for RE2 if you'd like to join, if you were interested in this run. So.
All right, well, that was awesome. Thank you so much, and obviously we love having you. And yeah, so we're gonna take a quick pause for the cause. We're gonna go on back to intermission. When we come back, we'll be getting ready for Resident Evil 4, which will be just as fun.
Yeah, 6 years is gonna pass by real quick.
Yeah, we're actually continuing the story of Leon S. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Right from here to what he does after. So.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, hang out, get comfy. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, everybody. It's the final run. Snorlax Dumper in unison with Speedy 9 Dumper. It's a beautiful thing. It's shades of blue. Gaffy is here. Gafficus Taficus. What's going on, bud? We're here. It is the final run of Launch Party 2023. And we are all ready for Resident Evil 4 Remake. As many of you are aware, and the rest of you are about to know, I have not looked at anything from this game, so that when the time came, I could be well scared for all of your enjoyment. So thank you, everybody, for helping Launch Party be another successful event. We are going to take a pause. We're going to hear one final message from Save the Children. Also, stay tuned after the run, which will be in about 2.5 hours. But stay tuned after the run, because I will give my traditional CJitsallGewd speech, which I give at the end of every marathon. But I want you all to hear this one, so tough it out, get your coffee, get your drinks. Don't drink coffee, please don't drink coffee. And we're gonna go get that ready for y'all and get that run going.